Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds, and we have, it's just me tonight. What's up, people? What's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Yes, solo. We in the solo queue tonight. Just me, Swift in the building. Everybody else had something to do tonight, so here we are going live for the first time by myself. So it's gonna be kind of new, kind of interesting how it gonna flow and how it gonna work. But stay in there with me and let's have a good time. Jump in the chat, let's chat up, and let's talk about some NBA and some NFL. We seen a lot of NFL news breaking this whole last three or 4 days or so. And it's just a lot to dive into. A lot of teams got better. A lot of teams, got worse. We seen a couple players walk out from the 49ers. We see a couple players come to the Jets and come to the Steelers. We saw some big trades there. So it's a lot to unpack, to dive into, to try to figure out, how these teams going to look this upcoming season. And I know it's going to be, man, I'm already excited for some football. I'm already excited. Y'all see me rocking my Saints hat tonight, my Saints shirt. We ain't doing the squad. We ain't doing nothing. Derek Carr is out there holding us hostage, right? He's taking up our cap space. We can't really make any moves. And it seems like we stuck with him for another season. So it's gonna be interesting. Well, not interesting. It might be pretty bad going into this next season with Derek Carr, but hopefully, Kellen Moore can turn things around. I don't have my hopes up. Got my fingers crossed to see how this thing gonna play out. But we gonna see. We just gonna see. That's all I can say. All right, if y'all new to the show, we usually have more people on with me. With Gatwood, T. Wright, RC, Flowers, Linda, Rosa, Justin. So when y'all come back to the show, they're gonna be here. They're gonna be here waiting for y'all. What's up, Houdini? Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the love in the chat. Like I said, man, jump in the chat, man. Chat up tonight. Let's get into it, man. Let's talk some sports. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to talk some sports. So let's talk it up and have a good time tonight. If y'all new here, go ahead and do something for me. Like and subscribe. Share with family and friends. We really appreciate the support and love y'all give us every week in and out. We can't thank y'all enough. This show won't be this without y'all. We call the Voice of the Fans for a reason, because we want to chat with other sports fans. Just have a good time in here, man. Nothing serious. Just chat up, man, and get to know one another. Houdini said, please, not the Aints, man. I know, bro. No, don't say the Aints, man. Don't do us like that. Don't do us like that. We ain't there. We semi-Aints. We ain't there all the way yet, but we ain't there yet. We still got a little bit of hope. We got a little glimpse of hope. We seeing the light through the tunnel a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So help us out. Don't say the Aints. So we're gonna go into NBA first, right? Then we're gonna go into the NFL, and that's how we're gonna go with the flow of the show. All right. Let's start off with some fast break. So everybody know about this. It was all over social media, of course. LeBron confronts Stephen A about talking about his son. He said, "Stop talking about my son on the show." So I got this little clip to show y'all. So you can't bring it up. So LeBron, he steps to Stephen A. Let me see if I have the quotes here. They claim, some people claim this is what LeBron said to Stephen A. Shoot, where is it? I might not have it. But pretty much he said, "Stop talking about my son. You know, you talk on the ish about him, and he don't appreciate that. So keep his name out your mouth." He said, "Out your mouth, man." Woo! I don't know how, when I saw the clip, I was like, LeBron, you brought this on Bronny, man. You brought this on Bronny. Because we knew that you got him drafted. We knew he wasn't ready. He was a work in progress. We knew that it would take some time, and you still put him out there. I mean, the guy averaged 4 or 5 points in college. Shoot, he averaged 13 in high school. I don't even think he was the best player on his high school team or his college team. Of course, his college team. He only averaged 4 points in college. So you got him drafted as the 55th pick to the Lakers in the second round. So of course there's gonna be criticism of him because he don't really deserve to be there, right? He don't deserve to be there. You boosted him up to that level to get drafted because you want to be the first player to play with his son in the NBA. So that's my issue. You cannot come to Stephen A, who's doing his job, right, as an analyst. He's doing his job, and he's not talking about Bronny out off the court. He literally just talking about his game. That's it. He kept it strictly about business, about the game. And you were upset at him because he telling the truth about your son. That's the reason why you walked up to him, because there's some truth into it. And you know it is that he's been playing subpar. You know, he had a couple of good games in G League. But other than that, he just haven't been that guy. Like we knew that he gonna be a work in progress. But you came out and said, "Oh, he's better than half of the NBA players in the league." LeBron, don't do this now. You set your son up for failure. You set him up for failure so you can boost yourself up to a higher level. I'm not saying you were being greedy or being a bad dad, but you had your own objective in mind. You know, you like, it's gonna be a win-win situation for me and Bronny. Like, he get to go in the league, and now I get to be the first player to play with my son. That's what you thought about in your head. Right? You're like, it's a win-win for me and my son. But you don't realize when you do that, when you give somebody an opportunity, either in sports or in corporation, and they don't really deserve that position, people gonna notice. People gonna look at it. Because to be honest, we probably couldn't name the other players that went a little bit before or after Bronny. But we remember Bronny. We remember Bronny because of where he's at now. Because of the spotlight's on. He's Bronny James. He already got enough on his plate, man. He already got enough on his plate. And you put more on his plate by coming out and saying, that he's better than half of players in the NBA and this. And now you checking Stephen A because he telling the truth. My question is, LeBron, why didn't you check the other people that were talking about your son? Right? I mean, there's other podcasters, there's other shows. Skip been talking about you for years, and I'm pretty sure he been talking about Bronny too, right? You never checked Skip Bayless. Why is that? Huh? Why now? Like why you gotta do it publicly to show people that you mean business, that you the big bad dad here, that you all about your son? But you, like I said, you never ran up on the other former NBA players that talk about your son. You never ran up on Skip Bayless and checked him all these years. So nobody want to hear that, man. Like, I know people gonna say, well, it's his son. He supposed to do that for his son. Your son playing like garbage, he playing like poo, then it's nothing to defend here. He strictly kept it about sports. And that's what you should do. He never made it nothing personal. LeBron made it personal because he took exception to what he was saying truthfully about your son. I have kids, right? If my kids are playing bad and the coach or another analyst, let's say just another parent, we talking like, yeah, your kid didn't work. Oh, I agree. I like, yeah, you're right. You're right. My kid don't deserve that starting spot. He don't deserve that position because he still got a lot to learn. He still got a lot to learn. So I want to take exception to somebody criticizing my kid that I know that for a fact that he need to improve on. And secondly, I would never put my kid in that position to fail, which people say, well, he can't fail. He's making money. He's in the NBA. Well, you can't fail, realistically in your sport, which he's, I'm not saying he's failing out, but, time will tell. So he set his son up to be criticized, and now he's mad about it. There's nothing to be mad about, LeBron. He just told the truth. Can't handle the truth, then don't listen to it. Don't listen to Stephen A. You don't listen to Skip, right? You don't listen to him. So just block it out. And you embarrass your son, right? He came on court, confronted Stephen A. You embarrass your son. It's almost like a parent running out on the football field for a kid who sprained his ankle. Like, oh, my baby's hurt. My baby's hurt. That's what he did. Oh, you hurt my baby's feelings because you was right. You criticized him about his playing skills and about him not being ready. And Stephen A. even said, he came out and said it wasn't ever about Bronny. It was about you, about how you set him up. So you had it twisted there. It was really about you, which I have my issue with when Bronny got drafted. It was really about you, LeBron. Like, people give me hate. I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, and I try to do right by him by giving him a fair chance. But most of the time, he don't give me, any fair chances to to elevate him or praise him because he always doing something that benefits him in the long run. And that's what he did to Bronny. It benefits him in the long run to catch up with the ghost of MJ, which you never going to catch. You never going to be MJ, man. Never. So that's my little tidbit on Stephen A. and LeBron. If Stephen A. just better than me, I know how I am. I'm petty, right? I'm like, yeah, I said it. He's bad. And you put him there. I always said it. Yeah, like, yeah, what you gonna do? You confirm me in front of all the people. What you gonna do? Like, you trying to make a scene. Now we have a scene. So what's gonna be? You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad Stephen A. kept it professional. That's what a real man do. You keep it professional and you keep it moving. And that's what we do here at VOL. We keep it strictly. We keep it about sports, man. No cheap shots. We just keep it about sports. LeBron. I heard what Germ said on Give Us a Shot Network. He said reason 47 of he said number 47 of reasons people don't like LeBron. I thought that was pretty funny. I'm like, yeah, it's probably more than that. It's probably more reasons, but yeah, I get you saying. All right, so Angel Reese in the WNBA. How many of y'all watch the WNBA? Be truthful here. No lies. No lies. So how many of y'all watch the WNBA? I say this. I watched a couple of games, marquee matchups. That's about it for me. It's hard to catch the games. I remember last year I was really upset, right, guys? I was really upset because I wanted to watch Caitlin Clark, the Fever versus Chicago Sky. It was Saturday. Man, my kids had baseball that morning, so I was like, cool. Watch my son play. After that, I'm gonna do a little bit of yard work. Then I'll sit down and watch the game. How about that game came on at 11 o'clock a.m.? It was somewhere around there. It was early. It was more in the morning. I know that for sure. It was somewhere around that time, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, who puts on a game where Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese been going back and forth at 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning? Who does that? Who put these games on? Who put the schedule together? Like, hey, let's play this marquee matchup at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Like, how does that make sense? Make it make sense to me. And I felt kind of upset. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to see that matchup. I felt kind of upset. I was like, dang, man, you kind of ruined my Saturday. I want to see Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese go at it, But I say this because Angel Reese came out. Let me pull my quotes up. You got to get the quotes right. So Angel Reese came up and she was talking about the CBA coming up. And she said, they were talking about, I can't wait. We deserve more, everybody. I get to get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, I don't know what she meant by that. But she's claiming that the women are ready to sit out the new CBA if they don't get what they want. They ready to boycott. More, or we are not playing, right? She said, if y'all don't give us what we want, we are sitting out. That sounds good. That sounds good, Give us what we want or we don't play. I mean, last year they finally got private flights, right? So they not flying charter anymore. So they got a little something there from Caitlin Clark. We saw we saw games being moved to a bigger arenas to sell more tickets. And we saw a little something there. So the year prior, they lost 50 million. Yes, 50 million. This past season, they lost 40 million. Y'all get where I'm going with this? Y'all following the rabbit trail here? All right. So NBA investors are reportedly growing impatient after pumping hundreds of $millions into the WNBA. They're growing impatient. And I get it, right? You're investing money in a product and you're not getting no return. Like, this has been going on for a long time. I can't remember the exact year. That like maybe early 2000s. I don't know, somewhere around there. So they've been pumping money into this organization and been getting negative in return. Now the player said, if you don't give us what we want, we will boycott the season. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How can you continue to be in the negative, right? Being in negative and say, hey, we deserve more, so you should give us more. But the money showing that y'all don't deserve more, right? That they trying to rearrange, they trying to make things easier for the women. That's why they got on the private planes. So they're trying little by little to accommodate the women, get them a little bit more money as the time go on. Like, you gotta be grateful, man. That's why, like, people who are ungrateful, they say stuff like this, like, give us what we want, when they haven't totally deserved what they getting. Yeah, these women, they can play ball now, don't get me wrong, but if we are not getting nothing positive in return, then you can't say you deserve more. That means we got to come to the table and work on how to get our profits up, how to get into the positive, right? That's what you really should be talking about. It's not money. It's about promoting. It's about getting the brand out there for people to see. That's what y'all should be talking about. I mean, it seemed like people got their priorities in the wrong place. They thinking about their pockets more than the product. We want this product to last, so we gotta set it up. We gotta set it up to succeed. And when you hear stuff like the investors are getting impatient, then that's a red flag. That should be telling you something like, hey, maybe we should rethink how we going into this next CBA. Like, maybe we shouldn't go in here demanding stuff. Maybe we should be thanking them for giving us the opportunity to play in the league, right? To showcase our skills and do what we need to do. I mean, Cameron Brick came out and said that I think she said she was happy about her money. She was grateful, and that's what you need to be. You need to be thankful for what you have right now. And yes, you can get more as the years go on, as y'all improve, as the brand evolve, right? Y'all got people issuing rivals. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all just need to continue to grow your base, and the money will follow. Right? That's how it works in any type of business. You grow your brand, you get people to watch it, you get people to buy merch, to go out and support the game, and the money will come. Not being a negative, then say, hey, we need more money, we need more stuff. That's not how it works. I don't know what type of job or what type of industry where that works at. Usually people get laid off. If you in the negative every year, you usually get laid off. You usually get like, hey, this what y'all have here, right? This is what I see. Not coming here complaining about more money, more things, when they have where they have given y'all private flights now. And it could be because of Caitlin Clark-Fett, and Caitlin, I think her agent came out and said that's not the way they're going. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you can't take it all. You can't be greedy. You gotta build this thing brick by brick and build it for the next generation. Maybe when Juju come in, sales will skyrocket. But y'all need to do a better job of promoting the brand, getting guys interested. I know Shaq, he brought up the statement about lowering the rim. To me, I don't care about dunking. I just want to see good basketball. That's just me. I just want to see good basketball, good team chemistry, hustling, making the extra pass, bossing out, defending. I just want to see grade A basketball. I don't care about the dunks. Some men do. Some men want the jersey to be a little more tighter and shorts to be a little more shorter. I don't care. I just want to see a good product. I just want to see a good game, man. And it sucks that it's unfortunate that the women are in this position, but slow your horses here, and let's work at it and build it up, and then we can talk about money. You know, it is when every time when money is involved, people just kind of lose their, their ability to think things through, like to see the bigger picture. All they see in the dollar signs. Oh, that mean bigger house for me, more cars for me. Like there's a bigger picture here. You want a great product, you want to put it out. So let's do this. Come on, Angel Reese. People saying you missing layups. I ain't saying that. Your layups do look kind of wonky, but you know what I'm saying. Get them in when you can. So, just work on your game, man. It will come. Don't need a boycott. They gonna try to put y'all in the best position to succeed. Let's go to the chat real quick. Houdini said, Have you ever said anything good about LeBron? I say he was a good dad once. No, it was nothing about him being a player. It was about him being a good dad. That's about it. I mean, that's to me. Somebody said, "Ben, you're a great dad." Instead of saying, "Ben, you're a great podcaster." I take the dad title any day. So yeah, that's one thing I said good about LeBron. He he don't need people saying anything good about him. He praises himself all the time. So I think he got that covered. He got a lot of yes man around him anyway. Let me get some of this coffee over here. So speaking of LeBron, he is out with a groin injury. He suffered that with the Celtics. And I watched that game and I was kind of I want to say disappointed. I kind of knew how the game was gonna go. Jason Tatum, man, he's a monster out there. He waited for his opportunities, and when he got his opportunity, he took advantage of them. And we on the last show we were talking about how the Lakers are contenders, which they are, but they still missing pieces in order to get to the finals. I believe the defense suck. When you have Austin Reeves bringing the ball up court, him and Luka keep switching. Not really the best type of point guards. I noticed with Austin Reeves, he was just dribbling too much, just trying to do ISO on certain players. And Brown, he was able to get next to Luka and frustrate him. Luka got to get over there. He got to leave all that crying and all that whining behind him, man. He just got to man up and play ball because it's taking him out of his game. And that's why I know with the Celtics, man, the Celtics defense was suffering them. They were like suffocating them. And the Lakers, they just couldn't get out of it. And so when they come against teams that can play great defense, that can also shoot the ball, then they're going to be in trouble. That's why I see where the problem lies, because they don't have enough role players to make those type of shots. We saw Vincent out there versus Celtics, and them guys just couldn't buy a shot, man. When the three ain't falling, it don't go well for you. And unless the Lakers, the Celtics were blowing them out. So Lakers, they need some key pieces in order to fully contend for a title. Because what they have right now, I mean, they can put up points, but if they ever come against a team that can play defense, they don't get put out of it. And that's just it. That's just what it is. I mean, we kind of knew this was going to be a project anyway, because of the players they traded away. They don't have no big man. So it was a lot of holes in his team. And it's amazing that they are in second place right now. I don't know they dropped the stain since that game, but they are in second place right now because of Luka and LeBron. So imagine when they do get those pieces together, they're going to be a 10 to contend with. I mean, I don't think nobody will be able to stop them. If they do get the right pieces to fit in with their team, look out. And speaking of that, I'm planning on getting me a Luka jersey soon. I am back as a Lakers fan. I was on hiatus because of LeBron. Don't like him. And I had to step away from Lakers for a moment. I was just like, this dude right here, he I can't ruin my team. But I'm back with Luka. Shout out to Banger from the Banganaire podcast. I know he rocking with Lakers now. He was with Dallas because of Luka. So, you gotta get that Luka jersey, guys. And speaking of Luka, let's talk about KD. KD responding to Skip Bayless. It just seemed like a lot of players are sensitive or something. I don't know. Once social media came out, it just players seeing all this content, what thing people saying about them, and they just go for it from there, man. They just don't care. But Skip Bayless, he came out and said he believed KD is washed. He said Suns look like they're just done to me because Kevin looks like he on his last mental legs. And KD said, F it, we both watched. It was a great run. So that was a good clap back from KD. But Skip just like to talk. I don't think it's KD per se with the Suns. It's just they're not a good team. They don't mesh well. They just don't mesh well. The offense looks stagnant sometimes, like they don't know what to do. They don't play defense at all. And it's just, I think it's wearing on KD. Just trying to, find himself in his offense. I mean, he's averaging 26, I believe. So he definitely not at the age 35. So he definitely not on his last legs. It's just he don't fit well with this team with Booker, who put up a lot of bounce shots. Bill take a good bit of shots. It's just they need a more fluent offense, right? When we saw KD with the Warriors, we saw the ball move. We saw KD able to also get his ISO matchups, and it just seemed like the Suns are just not meshing together. I think KD got a lot of in the tank from his performances, and I think that's why people's like he should go back to the Warriors. Look what Jimmy Butler's doing for the Warriors. I think KD would have done the same thing because he's that type of player. He still got a lot left in the tank to be able to put up shots and put up points like that. So it just gotta be the right circumstances. And who knows, KD might be mentally checked out too. So who knows? And he to me, I feel like he should just went back to the Warriors, man. He should just took advantage of that and just put it behind him and move forward, or go back to OKC. If the OKC don't get done this year, I expect them maybe to make some moves to try to get them over the hump. All right. So we're gonna see where KD gonna be at next year. I know he definitely gonna get moved. They just cannot keep playing this game with the Suns. It's not gonna work out. They're gonna have to blow this thing up. All right, guys. We are brought to you by Swift Energy. I can't find my promo picture. For some reason, I always overlook this thing. Where is it? But we brought to you by Swift Energy. You can use our code VOL13 to get 25% off. It's a Canadian-based company. Here it is, Swift Energy. And no, I didn't sign up for Swift Energy just because my name is Swift. Yeah, I kind of did. Well, yeah, so it just mesh well, right? It just go together, right? Swift Energy. I'm Swift. Like, hey, match made in heaven. But you can use our code 25% off. And like I said, use VOF13. You need a little bit pick me up like me. I was tired from daylight saving time. Couldn't go to sleep last night. It was just like, I don't know if I was restless or it was just a time change. But soon I got home, I crashed. I wrote the show. I did what I needed to do. And I took a nap, which is much needed. But hop on that Swift Energy. Let's move on to some NFL talk, shall we? It's been a crazy, like I said, crazy day. Yesterday was crazy too. DK Metcalf went to the Steelers. I was like, wow. Seattle just don't want to win. I mean, Seattle wasn't terrible last year. All right. So they get rid of Geno, send him to the Raiders. They get rid of DK, and they send him to the Steelers. So now you have George Pickens and DK. And I can understand the trade because they was like ranked 25th or 26th in the offense and like 27 in passing. So it just wasn't a great offensive team. But DK now opened that up to them to break the top off. Cause DK run like a 4-3. He can run the short intermediate routes. So he take the number one wide receiver off of George Pickens, who's a crash out. All right. He crashes out sometimes. DK do too. DK have his moments of getting into a corner. But now it takes away that number one corner over George Pickens and put it on DK. Now we got favorable matchups, right? Now we just got to figure out who's throwing the football. They're talking about Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers. So my question is for the chat, man. Put in the chat, who would you want a quarterback? Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers? we seen what we seen Rodgers the last couple years just not look great. I mean, he put up decent numbers, but not enough to win you playoff games. Not enough to take the team to the next level. He looked slow. He looked just old and slow, pretty much old and slow. And the offense just faltered with him. It was so bad that the Steelers fan put in Justin Fields because of the offense was just lackadaisical sometimes. So if I had to choose between Rodgers or Russell Wilson, I would choose Rodgers. Right? Hold on, guys, give me a second. My dog's going crazy. I don't know who right now. All right, so I would choose Rodgers because I still think he have a few in the tank, right? He has something in the tank. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. All right, I'm back, man. Having dog kids for real. Oh my word, they'll bother the mess out of me. But Rodgers, he has a little bit. I feel like he has a little bit more in the tank. I feel like the Jets O line was terrible. I know the Steelers O line is not all that great either. It's better than the Jets, and I feel like that Aaron Rodgers can make usage of the weapons because we saw him connect with Garrett Wilson in New York. He really wanted on the same page as Mike Williams. So I want to know if Aaron Rodgers do go to the Steelers. I want to know how Mike Will gonna feel because he took a shot at Aaron Rodgers. But I feel like Aaron Rodgers can open it up for the Steelers more in the air. And if the Steelers figure out the running game, then they're able to do that too, right? I just feel like Najee Harris, he just don't get the job done. I feel like he don't see the holes in time, and they just need to improve the backfield. If they can improve the backfield too, and maybe Najee can step his game up, then the Steelers offense can be on that level to put up points, which the Steelers need, right? They need points, and they weren't getting that last year. It was terrible. So we're gonna see what if they do get Aaron Rodgers, what DK and George Pickens can do for them. Steelers, they're on the rise. I know the Steelers fans are happy. They're probably waving their terrible towels right now because they just got a mega star in DK, and they should be very excited and happy about that. So speaking of Justin Fields, he went to the Jets. I really don't know how I feel about that. I know he teamed back up with Garrett Wilson. They played at Ohio State together. It's a lot of things that they need to work on with Justin Fields with his passing and everything. But so I'm curious to see how the offense is going to run with Aaron Glenn being the head coach. I forgot who the OC is. So I'm kind of curious to see what that's going to look like. Because a lot of people think Justin Fields is not a good quarterback. He's a good scrambler. He's a good, but he's not a good thrower. Good passer. So I'm trying to picture in my head what's they gonna look like the offense. They gonna implement Brees Hall more, or the young kid from Wisconsin, or run the dual threat type stuff. It just trying to picture this offense rolling. Justin Fields throwing it through the air. And to be honest, I'm hoping the Saints will get Justin Fields because I know he's not Jalen Hurts, but he has some of the same toolage as him. And we had Kellen Moore there, who coached Jalen Hurts. So I like maybe he can get the most out of Justin Fields. So put in the chat where y'all think what the Jets gonna do next year. Y'all think they are a real contender? Because we thought there was a real contender, Aaron Rodgers. I know I did. Man, I was hyped. I wasn't hyping about team, but I was like, yeah, dude, them Jets are gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough, man. They got the defense. They got the offense with Aaron Rodgers. Man, Buffalo Bear watch that back. I was saying that. I ain't gonna lie. I was the one that was saying that. And it was a bit let down because I didn't see this team just crumbling, like from the inside and out. It was like terrible because you have DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner going back and forth with each other, throwing subliminal messages at each other. And then you see Robert Salem get fired and defense, then they fall apart because they man got fired, their coach. That rah-rah guy, the guy they get behind, get fired, and now they have no desire to play. It just the Jets were just a dog pile of poop. So I just, like I said, I don't know how Aaron Glenn gonna turn around. Maybe the defense get back up to where they need to be. And maybe the offense, they just do enough to put points on the board. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the defense is gonna be the key to everything. Defense win championships, right? I forgot which Eagle player said. They said offense, they win games, but defense win championships. So maybe they putting their hat on that. With all this free agency going on, the team that I was most impressed with is probably the Bears, because they did get players to fix the old line, right? Ben Johnson, he coming to prove people wrong, and he got a stud in Caleb Williams. They were able to get some defensive pieces. So I think the Bears, they projecting up. They making all the right moves. Because Caleb Williams was like one of the highest sack quarterbacks. I know Aaron. I think Aaron Rodgers number one. It was somebody like that. And I know CJ Stroud number two, something like that. But it just, the Bears, they know what they need to fix, and it was the O-line. Yeah, they were terrible. And they've been going out there in free agency. Well, free agency haven't started yet, but they've been going out there and getting those players, getting them linked up. And they looking to make a big move, especially in the NFC North with the Packers. Being there, the Vikings making questionable moves, right? The Lions going Lions. So it's just, the Bears are getting up. They got the eyes. They hunt the predator. They got the eyes on the prey, which is the Lions. They looking at them, and they trying to come from them, because the Lions did lose Carlton Davis in free agency. So it's just curious to see how this division gonna play out. Cause we thought Davante Adams should go back to the Packers, because that wide receiver room was unhinged, right? It was just a lot of things that going on in that division that just scratching your head. Like the Vikings, like, okay, y'all won all the games with Sam Darnold. I get it. I didn't want to pay him all that money. I know that for sure. But it just, like, what are y'all really doing here? I know they lost Cam Bynum. I think he went to the Colts. I don't know. I'll look at my notes right now in a few minutes to see where did he go. It's just it's like a lot of turnover in that division, and the Bears, they're just making all the right moves. I'm gonna go back to my Saints. I wish my Saints would make some moves. I know we got the defensive tackle from the Patriots. We lost Paulson Adebo. I'm not really mad about that. He was just a guy that just drew flags all the time. He led the team in interceptions, but he was a guy that just was a magnet for penalties. And I just need my Saints to do a little bit more. I hope them to get Davante Adams, but we didn't. We lost out. We never get anybody. It's like a kid on Christmas. You can bat all you just getting them cold. That's what I feel like. I just been getting number cold. When Mickey Loomis, he needs to go. He needs to go. I'm get tired of Mickey Mouse. All right. So Davante Adams, everybody's mind was like, what? Davante? He has gone to the Rams. So y'all know what that means. That means Cooper Kupp will be released. If they can't find a trade suitor, a trade partner for him. And so we got Devontae Adams and Puka. Do y'all remember the last time that Sean McVay had that dual tight receivers, right? Like, you got receiver 1A and receiver 1AB or something like that. It's just when you have two stars on each side, when you had with Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp on either side, and they'll just light you up. And that's what they have with Devontae Allen, man. He's a star, man. Dude's still one of the top 5 receivers in the league, in my opinion. One of the best route runners in the league. We saw him do big things with the Jets when Aaron Rodgers did have time and could find him downfield or where he was at. He made plays. So what do you think he's gonna do with Stafford? We thought Stafford was gone. He was like, man, Stafford going to the Raiders. He made with Tom Brady, right? Tom Brady. Who can say no to Tom Brady? Tom Brady, like, yo, Stafford, man, you know I need you, right? You know, we trying to turn this ship around. You know, you're gonna be in Las Vegas, baby. You're gonna be in Las Vegas. We need you. And you know, Stafford, he probably felt some temptation there. But you know, the Rams, they whispered sweet something to him. They said, man, just imagine we get Devontae Adams and we was almost there with the Eagles. Our defense just couldn't hold. We could have got them guys. What Sean McVay said? He said, man, I feel sick. Like, I was tired of the Eagles of Saquon running all over me. I'm tired of it, right? So Devontae Adams, man, it's gonna be mismatches. I'm expecting with Kyron Williams in the backfield. That means they're gonna throw the football over you, then run it down your throats. It's not fair. Why do other teams get good toys and not the Saints? But the Rams gonna be a problem if they continue to build on their defense, on that D line. You know, Verse and them boys gonna get after you. If they can just fix up the back end, they're gonna be a problem. And the 49 fans, I know RC, he's seeing this and he probably crying right now because they lost some key players on the back end, right? So who have the Rams on their Super Bowl ticket right now? Who buying Super Bowl tickets for the Rams right now? Or who got them, you know, as the favorites? Because Sean McVay, he know how to put together a game plan now. I don't like Sean McVay. Well, I want to. It's a love hate relationship. Cause he beat my Saints, man. I'm still bitter about that. Yeah, I am. It still hurt. I might make myself cry right now, but he's a great coach, man. He can put together some game plans, and I can't imagine what the numbers gonna look for Puka and Devontae, because we have seen what McVay had done with 2 potent receivers. Numbers galore, right? So you play fantasy football, or you have Dynasty League, you better trade for Devontae. You better draft Devontae, because he's gonna be putting some fancy points. For real. So look out for the Rams. I'm I was about to say I'm excited for it. That's crazy work. Like Saints fans, I mean, I'm excited to see the Rams play next year. As a football fan, guys, don't hold this against me. I don't need none of my Saints fans holding this against me. Like, oh, you root for the Rams? Well, all that Saints girl? Nah, man. I'm a excited football fan. When I see teams like this make big moves, I'm excited to watch football. That's it. Don't make nothing else of it. I ain't no secret Bills fan, ain't no secret Rams fan, ain't no secret Bears fan. I just like good football. And clearly I'm not seeing good football with the Saints right now. I'm not seeing it. You know, I went to a Saints game last year, right, versus the Raiders. And I was like, oh, yeah, we got the game in the bag. The Raiders trying to lose. You know, they trying to get Shador or whoever, so they going to lose the game. Man, they straight up mollywopped us. They straight up drugged us. They straight up beat us. They took us to the back of the shed and gave us a whooping. I was like, man, I like this the whole game. I was like that the whole game. Like, what are you doing, Spencer Rattler? What are you doing? What are you doing, O-line defense? What are you doing? You laying ain't no Donald shredders? What's going on here? Like, it was a point where I couldn't even get mad. I was just at the game, just sipping on my drink, just enjoying the view. Like, ooh, like they got new lights up there. Like enjoying the scenery instead of watching the game. I'm enjoying the scenery and crap. I'm looking at other Saints fans like, well, they getting drunk over there. They drying their sorrows, you know. Like I don't drink, like, but it showed they look good that Sunday. I need to dry my sorrows too. Cause I drove an hour and a half. I know that's not a long way, but you know, I drove to see them Saints get whooped in the Superdome. It was maddening, man. It was my the worst thing about it though, guys, it was my first time going to the Saints game. And I always joke about with Tyler. Every time he goes to the Saints game, they lose. So I tell Tyler, I said, man, don't go to no Saints game. When the Saints have a marquee matchup, I said, don't go to no Saints game. You curse. But now here come me walking up in there and watching my team get whooped. Go figure, man. Go figure. All right. Enough of my rant. I know y'all want to hear my sad stories about how my team suck. I know y'all want to hear some news right now. Y'all probably already been following news. So I'm just saying the major ones. And we're going to keep it pushing here. Guess I don't tell if I like it. So it's Zach Wilson. He signed with the Dolphins, right? I guess he would. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. He waited his opportunity with the Dolphins just in case Tua go down. You know, just in case he goes down. We're not wishing nothing on Tua. You know, he been doing his head exercises. Nigga, you know, making that neck strong so he can absorb them concussions here. So he goes to Dolphins, which is interesting. The Buccaneers signed Hassan Reddick to a 1-year, $14 million deal. That's a big move for the Buccaneers because they lacked the pass rush ability. And you know, they got the eyes on the Eagles. They want that payback. They want that get back. Right. So they signed him. Carter Davis goes to the Patriots to be with Mike Vrabel and them guys over there. I'm not high on Carson Davis. I think he's not that great as people think he is. But he'll be a solid number 2 opposite Gonzalez. DJ Reed goes to the Lions. Now that is big. Now, what was the Lions' problem last year? As we saw versus the Commanders, right? They couldn't cover anybody. They were getting beat. They needed corners. I thought for sure that the Lions would try to trade for Marshawn Lattimore since we were just giving him away for a bag of peanuts. I thought for sure the Lions would go for him, but they didn't. So they get them a corner. DJ Reed, he's solid all the way through to play for them, and that's a huge move for them. Let me see here. Sam Darnold sound with Seahawks. I need the Seahawks fans to chime in. I need somebody from Seattle or a Seahawks fan to chime in because how do y'all feel about this, right? I mean, did y'all think y'all will blow up your team like this? I didn't see this coming. Y'all go from Geno to Sam Darnold. Like, why? Y'all know that Sam Darnold is a grade below Geno, and that says a lot. It does. And y'all don't have anybody to throw to except for Jackson or Jibba. So what was y'all record last year? 10-7, guys. 10-7. And they just scrap everything. They said, nope. We're not paying DK all that. We're not paying DK all that money. Geno, you're good. You were serviceable, but we need something more. Granted, I never thought Geno would ever win y'all anything. I mean, y'all got great dual running backs in the backfield, but it just baffles me that they scrapped the offense. They released Tyler Lockett. So what's the bigger picture? Do y'all think that that the GM is looking at a quarterback in the draft? Maybe Jackson Dart? Maybe. Are they looking at Will Howard? Hopefully not. You know, you might well stuck with Geno if you are, but what's the game plan here, Seattle? Because there's some questionable moves that y'all have made before free agency. Darius Slay goes to Steelers. Steelers needed that. Steelers had a little problem on the back end. I know they had Joey Porter Jr. I forgot the other guy's name. They had their troubles, but Darius Slay is real solid. Colts signed Cam Bynum, which is huge. We know the Colts had problems in the secondary. Again, another team that couldn't cover anybody. I mean, we saw the Saints come in there versus them, and Shaheed Need for Speed did what he did, right? Josh Sweat side with the Cardinals. 4 years, $76.4 million. I need that type of money. And another thing for the Colts, they signed Charvarius Ward, 3-year, $60 million. Colts, man, they know what they need and they getting it. They're going out there and getting it, all right, and making the team better. I was kind of shocked by this. Kenny Pickett was sent to the Browns for a fifth-round pick, and Dorian Thompson-Robinson was sent to the Eagles. I get it. The Dorian Thompson, Jalen kind of had the same type of play style, but Kenny Pickett to the Browns. Do y'all think that they're gonna play Kenny Pickett or whatever? He gonna start the season off. Deshaun, we know he took a pay cut, but how well is he? How well is his arm right now? That's the question. Well, how well is his mental fortitude? Is the other question. Is he ready to play? It seemed like the massage polish drained all what he had out of him or something. Cause he's not the same anymore. I know, I had to take my little shot, but Cowboys, they sitting on that Jerry Jones sitting on his old hands. And I thought this was very interesting right here. 2015 Greg Hardy was the last time Cowboys signed a free agent to over $6 million a year. 2015. What I was doing in 2015? I think I was in Richland as an assistant manager at Hibbett's in 2015. That's a long time. That's 10 years. What Jerry Jones? I like to keep my money. You know what I'm saying? He like Uncle Scrooge over there. He like, I like to keep my money. I don't want to spend nothing on y'all boys. Y'all ain't performing. Y'all ain't doing anything. So why should I? Why should I bring in free agents? Bringing free agents, He keep all that like, Jerry, man, do you want to win, Jerry? Like, what's the deal here, man? Like, who tries to steal your money that you're not spending money on no players at all? Like, you're not going out there and getting nothing. So, Cowboy fans, y'all got some explaining to do because every year y'all said, we going to Super Bowl, going to Super Bowl. That should make a song about y'all saying, we're going to Super Bowl. Like, that's the chorus. Because y'all been saying that for years. So when that's going to happen, Cowboys fans? When Jerry moves on, this is the curse of Jerry Jones. Cause it just seemed like to me, Jerry Jones just being greedy, man. Like he don't want to spend the money. He claimed he want to win, but his actions showing me he don't want to win. And y'all still going out there and buying that Cowboys gear. Singing, we them boys, we them boys, we them boys. Y'all go out there singing we them boys, but y'all really ain't. All right. Enough. I don't like the Cowboys, so I gotta get them a hard time. The Giants signed our guy, Paul Debo, heading to New York. He has his highs and lows, like I mentioned. He's a flag magnet. He just draw penalties. But when he covers, man. He has enough for the football. I'll give him that. So Giants beefing up the secondary. Larry Tunsil has been traded to the Commanders, right? And Gatwood, he fell to his knees in Walmart. Sorry, Gatwood. He said, "What are we doing here? What's going on here, man?" He's a Texans fan. I don't know. He finally went back to the Texans because of CJ Stroud, but he falls to his knees in Walmart because CJ Stroud was the second most sacked quarterback in the league. Maybe they just didn't want to pay him. Maybe that's it. Let me see if I have any more. Javon Kinlaw. He signs. Who was that? He signed with the Commanders. Commanders, we knew they couldn't stop the run. We knew they struggled with pass rush too. So they get a pretty good dang on player in Javon Kinlaw. Again, like the Bears, like I mentioned with the Bears, they signed Drew Dalman from the Falcons center, 3-year, $42 million. Who else? The Chiefs, they signed they traded for they signed Jalen Moore to help out Patrick Mahomes' blind side. Falcons released Grady Jarrett. JC Horn just got a new deal, 4-year, $100 million, including $70 million guaranteed. $70 million guaranteed. He's a dog though. Jason, when he's healthy, he's a dog. Harold Landry, he signed with the Patriots, 3-year, $43.5 million. And Josh Allen got a new deal, of course. Don't have his numbers right in front of me. Well, here it is. 6-year, $333 million contract, $250 million guaranteed. That boy rich. That boy rich. That boy got bags. Rats, what they say, rats on rats on rats. Back in the day, he got rats on rats on rats right there, man. Well deserved. Oh, man, you know what? I want to take up for my boy Josh Allen here. A lot of Eagle fans been talking ears because they feel themselves because they won the Super Bowl. Like Jalen Hurts better than Josh Allen. I bet it different. I feel like if Josh Allen would have had an Eagles team, they would have won the Super Bowl too. They're like, how can you say that, Swift? How can you say that? You don't know. You don't know. You just guessing. Well, can't Josh Allen do everything that Jalen Hurts? Josh Allen do everything Jalen Hurts can do, but better. He can run. He can throw. He can run that same offense. Shoot, all Jalen doing is just hand it off to Saquon and let him take it 40 to 50 yards. So Josh Allen has been unlucky. He's been given 1 year. You have a great offense, right? But the defense can't stop a nosebleed. Defense give up a touchdown to Tyreek Hill in the late minutes of the game, late seconds of the game. Like some of this stuff you can't make up. On the quarterback sneak, they ran 3 times for the Chiefs versus the Chiefs, and then make one of them. One of them. Then make none of them. Right? Turn the ball over down. Some people are like, yeah, well, he got it on 4th down. Like, why would you leave it up to the refs? Right? Why run the same play 3 times? 3 times. What, 3rd time the charm? Did y'all really think that? Oh, 3rd time the charm now, baby. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. 3rd time the charm. No, man. Y'all, look, you gotta do something different. When the first 2 times didn't work, you gotta do something different. It ain't no 3rd time the charm. You gotta become a better play caller. So Josh Allen, to me, been handicapped by Sean McDermott, been handicapped by Diggs when he on his tantrums and stuff like that. He been handicapped by the defense. When Josh Allen gets some weapons, especially this year, he was throwing to Amari Cooper, who's on his last legs, and he'll throw it to Keon Coleman and the 2 tight ends. Like, give the man a true number 1 that can take the top off. And then we'll come back and talk about it, right? So I feel like Josh Allen, he deserved that money, and he definitely one of the best quarterbacks, top 3 in the league. That's some of the top news right there. That's we're gonna leave it there. I know y'all seen a lot of Adam Schefter tweets about the players, but that's just sum up of what's been going on in the crazy NFL. They say NFL is king, and we see why. It's just always entertaining. You just never know what's coming up. So, like I said, if y'all new to the show, share this show with your family and friends. Like and subscribe. Man, first solo show in the books, baby. Close it in the books. Do y'all want to see more Swift? I mean, I can go live by myself anytime. Just let me know. I'll pop up a live show, have a pop-up show. If y'all want to see more Swift, y'all holler hear me talk. You're usually hearing RCU or the other boys talk, but it was fun. Shout out to the people in the chat for chiming in, talking it up with me. Appreciate the love. Again, like and subscribe. It's very important. Like and subscribe. Turn on notification bells so you know when we go live. Right. I also post on Instagram to tell y'all when we going live. And just tune in. We usually go live every Monday and sometimes Thursday, depending on what's going on. So I got push some merch in your eyes. I gotta promote my stuff. I need some people to support the show. We ain't like Josh Allen got 230 million guaranteed over here. But we have our playmakers Jalen Hurts and the Eagles team shirt in the merch shop, baby. In the merch shop. Fresh. Photoshop. Eagle fans, cop it. Y'all need it. I know y'all need it. Y'all sitting there looking at it. I know y'all need. Y'all like, dang, I need that shirt. Go ahead and pull out the credit card or debit card and go get you this shirt. It's hot. If I was an Eagle fan, I'll wear it. But I'm not Eagle fan, so I ain't putting on another team merch like that. We had a Jalen Hurts quotes motivational tee. Rent is due every day, baby. Rain, sleet, or snow, Eagles train to go. That's how I felt tonight. Rain, sleet, snow, Bill Elf is trained to go. We trained to go. Like, if it's just me show up, we are trained to go anytime. Anytime. So get the Jalen Hurts motivational tee and start your day off right. Start your day off motivated. So you put the t-shirt on, you just feel motivated to do stuff. That's how I feel like that when I just look at it. I'm like, dang, I feel motivated already. We're in the gym. When you cranking out that last set, and you just like, man, I got the Jalen Hurts tee on. Let's get it, baby. Let me crank out this set. That's why I need this shirt. That's why I need it. Them days y'all feel like going to work, wear underneath your uniform. You'll feel motivated. I guarantee it. All right, we have Josh Allen. Hey, greatness. My boy, Josh Allen. Get that, Bills fans. We got that in the merch shop. And shout out to our boys in Canada. Randy Coolray. Y'all can check out their show, Voice of the Fans of Canada. They talk more of a hockey, baseball, soccer, some American sports. So check those guys out. They're doing a great job. Randy is a great host, man. Grade A. I'm trying to tell you right now. And shout out to Houdini, our producer, for helping us put all this together. He always do a great job. And man, we just gonna keep putting out episodes. We love y'all. We hold y'all dear. We appreciate every comment, negative or positive. Cause we just want to vibe, man. We just want to talk. We just want to talk sports with y'all. We call the show Voice of Fans again for a reason. For the fans. We are fans. I was never a pro athlete. I was a good athlete, never a pro athlete. So we want to talk to the fans like us, and we want to get down to it and just have a good time. Appreciate the love. Share family and friends. And we are out of here. Same time, same channel.